Hello, it's Mark from superagates.com, and you can tell I'm excited because I'm going to cut some rock today. Most of it is rock that I've bought in quartzite, so let's get to cut and see what we get. This is a Moroccan seam agate that I'm cutting here, and it's a little dark out, but I just had to cut. The days go by so quickly. But I've always liked Moroccan seam. It's not overly expensive, and sometimes you can get spectacular results. This one, I don't have enough oil in there to really see, but in all honesty, that was sort of a dud. It's sort of a brownish rock. Can't say as I liked it that much. Still not a throwaway. And here we have a second Moroccan seam agate. This one shows some pretty good promise because it has that red agate showing on the outside there, where it was split off. And that's a pretty good indication that we might get something nice inside. But here again, I didn't add any oil, so it's really hard to see anything there, but that one actually turned out good. At the end of the video, I'll have some pictures of the agates cleaned up in the sunlight, but that was a good one. So we got one more of the Moroccan seam. I just picked out a number of rocks to cut. All of this Moroccan seam I bought from a dealer actually it was in quartzite I bought this. And I wasn't going to buy it, but we made a deal. And now that one is a nice one. The lighting isn't very good, but it's nice. It's got some sort of plumy look to it. You know, of course I like all agate, but that's pretty nice. This is a piece of fluorite, and I believe it comes from Africa. You can see how easily it cuts. Fluorite is very soft, much softer than agate. And I always like to try different ones. It's got a little streak of purple in there with the yellow, and not bad. When that gets polished, it'll look beautiful. Beautiful, easy to polish. I was excited to buy the dead camel jasper. I've never been able to get dead camel jasper before. That comes from Nevada. And it's my understanding it's on a base, a military base, I believe an Air Force base, so it's going to be very difficult to get any new in the future. Although they've been digging some here recently, feverishly trying to beat the deadline. And some of it comes out really good. I love the stuff with a little bit of blue, and it shows a little blue on the outside. And here we go. Oh yeah, now that, for me, is a beautiful piece of jasper. Just gorgeous. Plumes and pinks and a blue, dark red. Oh, yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. So with that, I thought, why not cut another one? I mean, all this dead camel is really good stuff, I'm sure. So I put this big one in here, and let's see how that goes. It's almost a little big for my saw, but it'll handle it if I force it through. I cut with mineral oil. It cuts a little faster, and it cuts a little better than water, in my opinion. It is messier, there's no doubt of that. So we're cutting away here. Let's see, we're just about done. Even though I've cut them before, it's sort of interesting for me to watch it getting cut too. There it is. Not nearly as nice as the other one. It'll probably get cut again just to see if there's a little better material later. And I think this is the last of my dead camel that I'm cutting in this session. I had so much fun buying this material in quartzite. It was so much fun. And so I bought this dead camel. I would have bought more, but it didn't look any better. And that's sort of in the middle of the road. It's a pretty piece. We'll make nice specimens for a fairly rare jasper. Not as good as that one. So I believe we're going to go to a Laguna seam agate. This is from the Laguna claim, and it's a seam agate as opposed to the nodule. It's okay. It's okay. It's interesting. I might use it for cabs. I'm not sure. And I've got yet one more of the dead camel jaspers. And this one showed some pretty good promise on the outside edge. So I'm sort of excited to cut that one. Once again, it's at the edge of the size for this 10-inch saw. But these blades are unbelievably durable. And dead camel is a beautiful jasper, takes an unbelievable polish. Oh yeah, look at that. You got the pinks, the pink overtones, the nice lightning bolt pattern in there, a little bit of yellow, pastels in there. Oh, that's lovely, just lovely. When I cut agate, if I cut one good one, I'm happy. And this is another piece of that Laguna seam agate. It's not nearly as nice as the nodular material, but on the other hand, it can give some really nice calving material. Yeah, nice little red pattern. I mean, not a bad agate. Now here is a piece of Kambaba from Madagascar, and I am pushing the limits of this saw in this piece. I can barely get it under the guard there. But I do what I can, and my favorite color is green, so naturally I like Kambaba. Always have, and it has some beautiful eye patterns. It's not really a surprise stone because you sort of know what you're going to get by looking at the outside of the stone. I assume it's a massive deposit where there are huge pieces and they just break out pieces. So you can see I'm fighting to get this one cut, and I had to twirl it around, and that's not the best way to do it, but it is a way to get it done. And there it is. Oh yeah, you gotta love that. Gotta love that. It's a rougher cut than I would normally like because I had to twirl it, but I'll grind all that down. And here we have another one of the Moroccan seam agates. There's just something about that Moroccan seam that I like. It's colorful. It has fortification agate. That one cut very easily. Doesn't show much in the picture, but it's actually nicer. It's getting dark out, actually. Just finishing up. Finally, I have one more of the Moroccan seam. A smaller one, cutting it as thin, the thin edge off, and right down the middle if I can. It cuts fairly easily. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Good agates. Good agates. Sure appreciate you watching. Sort of fun to watch them cut myself too. Okay, so here we have them washed up and in the sunlight so you can see what they look like. I mean, a beautiful pair here. Just beautiful. Have to love that. Some of my favorites were the dead camel. Lovely. Of course, the Kambaba is always pretty. But when you get right down to it, it's hard to beat some of these. It's so dry and warm out, it dries quickly. It's hard to beat some of these Moroccans. Just lovely. Lovely pieces. A little bit better lighting. Sure appreciate you coming along. Again, this is Mark at superagates.com.